Hey everyone, my name is Priscilla. Today I really just wanted to make another video about my hair and my hair journey a little bit more, probably include a little bit more pictures. A few months ago I made a video about my Pixie journey up until then, but it was only really a couple weeks after I got it cut, or after I cut it myself and then got it cut from my cousin. But since then I've done a lot more styles. I've tried a few more things. This is completely different than something that I've had already. So I wanted to just make a more in-depth video, maybe list some pros and cons for those of you who are still questioning whether you want to make this decision or not. I feel like that first video that I posted is not getting views because it's entertaining, because it's not, but I feel it's because, like I said, a lot of you are trying to decide if you want to make this decision, or there aren't that many curly pixie videos on the internet yet. With that said, I do just want to say if you hear like breathing or snoring in the background, that's just my dog. Sorry. So I'm going to start with the pros. There are more pros than cons, and even with the cons, half of them, like if I list them out, there are question marks at the end of half of it because it's just like, is that a bad thing? But so, first pro, it's like my favorite thing, is that wash day is so easy now. It doesn't take forever for me to wash my hair in the shower. There's not hair all over the place. And along with that, you use a lot less products. So just a few weeks ago, I bought new shampoo, conditioner, like a new hair kit basically. And I've used the shampoo and conditioner maybe like 3 or 4 times, and it looks like I barely touched it. Like, you know, when you buy hair products and they're like, use a dime size amount in your palm or whatever, and it's like, that's not gonna do shit when you have long curly hair. But now, that's what it is. So you use a lot less product, and same reason, wash days are faster. Also means that you can get ready faster when you do your hair. At least right now, I'm not really going out much, but if I go to the store, I kind of just wet my hair, throw in a little bit of gel, and go out the door because I'm like, who cares? I'm not going to bother doing my hair. I'm wearing a mask. I'm going to the store. So that's the best. Another pro is that you can try different styles out. So as I said, I've tried maybe like 3 or 4 different styles. When I first cut my hair, a little rough, obviously. This is actually, I cut my own hair and it's not that great, but I like it for now. But the first time I cut my hair, I just kind of made a line, chopped off the entire bottom, and the top was just whatever I could do with it. It looked fine. It didn't look bad. The second cut I got was the cut that I had in that video when I made that first video. My cousin did that. It was great. She did a really good job. It felt nice. It looked nice. After that, after it started growing out a little bit more, I finally went to a salon, and the person who cut my hair also had a short cut. Her curls are tighter than mine, but I knew that she would be able to like understand how to cut my hair because it's a little bit different and it's not straight hair. So she cut it pretty similar to how my cousin cut it, where the two, like the sides were even and the top was just like kind of in the middle. Different than what I have right now. I did try to explain that I kind of wanted it more like this, where I wanted like to be able to comb down the side and have this to the side a little bit more, because I just feel like I like it better for my face. And she kind of was like, I don't know, because I feel like she made it seem like it's not possible or doesn't look good with curly hair or whatever, which is like completely fine. Or maybe it's like a professional thing that they just don't do this, but but I felt like, I don't know, it was just like something that I really wanted. So I went to her twice. She did the same cut. I'll probably show a couple pictures. The second time I went, I feel that she just kind of did whatever she wanted and it was fine, but that was probably my least favorite cut. It looked nice. She did a really good job with like fading and tapering the back to make it look really intentional and just like even, because right now it's jacked like I did it myself and I cannot show you the back. It's patchy. But after that, especially because things are not good right now. I didn't want to go back just yet. So I decided to cut it myself because it was getting really long. I saw a couple people, I looked up a couple people to just like see what I can do with my hair. And I found this girl, or my cousin actually sent me a video of hers. I think her name is Raven Elise. And I saw her on Instagram and she like also chopped her hair off and it looks freaking awesome. And she has a part in her hair and she like cuts it that way and it looks great. And I was like, I can do that, right? So I decided to do that this time. I cut this probably like a week ago, so it was like really short. It's probably the shortest I've had it, but I like it. The person I was just talking about, Raven Elise, she does like beautiful finger waves and like I'm not talented enough to do that. I don't have the patience either probably, but I like the fact that she put a part in her hair and that's what she wanted to do, and so that's what I did, and I like it better. I'm still like figuring it out obviously, but I like it. It's my thing. And I know a lot of people may be worried about their face shape and they don't know how they might look with a pixie cut, and I feel that trying different styles helps with that. Basically, like how my hair was just a few weeks ago before I cut this, I feel like my face looked so different. I had like a little bit of hair that came over, or like if it just even comes down to here. And then when I got it out of my face, I was like, my whole face looked different. And I think that's like part of the journey, honestly, and part of pixie cuts and short haircuts, just trying to figure it out for you and yourself. And right now, this is my favorite. So I'm probably going to keep it like this for a little while. And just to talk about some cons, like I said, there aren't many. The only one for me that I feel is annoying is having to get more haircuts, basically. When I went from the first time to the second time, it took me about a month, mostly because I didn't have anything to do. It's not like it needed to look some type of way because I was in public a lot. I'm not. So I got my first cut and then waited about a month and I got the second. And it didn't look too bad. So that's probably how long I would wait, maybe 3 weeks. But that is probably my number one con, is because my hair grows pretty fast. Maybe yours doesn't grow that fast, and that won't be that much of a problem. Plus, I will probably be cutting my hair myself more than I'll be getting it done. And hopefully I'll just get better at that. The other thing with growth as well that you may find this like annoying, or you may think it's like a con, is if and when you ever want to grow it back out. I haven't really thought about it that much. I think that if I ever decide to grow it back out, I'll figure it out. I don't know. I feel that I'll just figure out some hairstyles, maybe wear more hair bands, hair wraps, whatever it is to make it look less crazy. So far, I've had a few weeks where I'm like, I really miss my long hair. I miss doing stuff to it. I miss it like framing my face, looking nice. And then as it starts growing out, I'm like, when can I cut this again? I'm done with it. And this time, that's why I cut it so short this time. I feel like I was on the verge of like shaving my head. And really the only other con I thought of is that when you do something like this with your hair, especially if you have big curly hair or just curly hair in general, that when you cut your hair this short, there's a lot more focus on your face now. Your face is just out there. I got a big face. My face is out there now, and I don't think it's that bad, but I feel that I've been focusing on my face more, making sure that like my skin is nice and that I'm taking care of it and that my eyebrows are done, things are done, or even like accessorizing more. Like, you don't have to, but in some ways I feel that I have been at least working on my face. I haven't been wearing earrings like at all. Like I said, I'm not doing anything, so there hasn't been earrings in my ears for like a few months. But things like that you just have to think about. But if not, if you don't even care, why are you watching this video? Go chop your hair off. But really, that's like all the cons I can think of. And one of the things that I've noticed too after I posted my last video, a lot of the comments were people keep telling me no. People are trying to discourage me from doing it. And the one thing that I get from that, and also from my life before I did it, is that this will affect other people way more than it'll affect you. Obviously, it affected me in the way that I love it in a positive way where I feel that this is like great, this is my freedom, I love this, I feel empowered and everything. But other people are more worried about it for some reason, where they feel like they have a say and feel like they can tell you, no, you shouldn't do that, your hair is so beautiful, don't do that. Yeah, okay, your hair can be beautiful, but it's yours. You just do what you want with it. Other people don't have a say in what you want to do, and if they think they do, I don't know, tell them to fuck off. But and honestly, if, at least for me, this is how I feel, if you cannot stop thinking about this, if you feel that this is something that you've wanted to do for so long and you just keep holding yourself back, you need to do it. That's all I gotta say, because if you don't do it now, I mean, maybe you'll do it later, but I feel like now is a good time. It's in your head already. And if you feel like this is maybe, I mean, it's a big decision, but if you feel like this is like the bravest thing that you're doing or that you're thinking about doing, I encourage you to make bigger decisions and braver decisions, because I promise you when you cut it, it'll feel great, and then you'll be like, what was the big deal for everybody else, right? In conclusion, this was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It'll probably be one of the best decisions you make, and if it's not, you can say you tried it, say you didn't like it, move on, grow it out. You'll be fine. I hope that you make this decision. I hope you chop it off. And he's also saying just chop it off. But if you've been looking for a sign, this is it. Make the move. Do it yourself if you have to. Leave a comment letting me know if you're thinking about it, if you're doing it. I want to know. I like to know other people's journeys, other people's thoughts and experiences with either cutting it or especially the before, with any, discouragement that you might be getting. Hopefully it's not affecting you that much. This probably will be the last video I make about my hair. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it. But if you would like to follow me or subscribe for more content, more of me, basically, please do that. And like this video if you got any value. I will be making more videos. They won't necessarily be like this, but if you want to join me on my journey, I appreciate that. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking. I appreciate you, and I hope you make the big chop and enjoy it. Stay brave.